Welcome back to Legacy Contracts. And if this is your first time here, we're so glad you stopped by. Here on this channel, we're not just talking about running a law firm. Our goal is to help attorneys who want more than just efficiency. You want clarity, purpose, and longevity in the way you practice law, serve your clients, and lead your firm. Through practical insights and honest conversations, we explore what it takes to build not just a better firm, but a better way to work. So, if that sounds like the kind of growth you're after, you're in the right place. Let's get started. There's a certain eeriness that comes with holding on too tightly. Not to ghosts or ghouls, but to old processes that no longer serve you. Every attorney knows that haunting feeling. The outdated spreadsheet that refuses to die, the manual task you keep doing because it's faster that way, the hesitation to delegate because no one else will do it quite right. We cling to what's familiar, even when it quietly drains us. But what if the fear of letting go is the very thing keeping your firm from evolving? Halloween reminds us that what we fear most often lives in our imagination. Delegation triggers that same fear, the fear of losing control, of things falling through the cracks, of being the only one who truly gets it. But control and chaos aren't opposites, they're dance partners. True control isn't about holding tighter. It's about creating systems sturdy enough to trust others with the work. At Legacy Contracts, we see this every day. Attorneys reclaiming their time not by doing more, but by reimagining how tasks move through their firm. Día de los Muertos teaches us that honoring the past is not the same as living in it. We can remember what once worked while still making space for something new. Maybe your billing process once kept the firm afloat, but now it's the bottleneck. Maybe your calendar method once kept you organized, but now it keeps you overbooked. Letting those old systems rest in peace doesn't erase your legacy. It strengthens it. Creating better processes is an act of respect, not rebellion, against what came before. You're saying, "Thank you for getting me here. Now I'll take it from here." When you delegate wisely, you aren't losing control. You're redistributing energy. You're saying, "This part of the work doesn't have to haunt me anymore." Start small. Delegate one administrative task you've been hoarding. Document one process that only lives in your head. Automate one step that doesn't need your personal touch. Each time you do, you create space, not just for efficiency, but for clarity, creativity, and leadership. Delegation isn't a loss of power. It's how power regenerates. Halloween and Día de los Muertos arrive side by side for a reason. One asks us to face what frightens us. The other asks us to honor what came before. Halloween teaches us to meet our fears head-on, to unmask what hides in the shadows, and to see that not everything dark is dangerous. Día de los Muertos reminds us that endings aren't final. They're invitations to remember, reflect, and renew. Together, they mirror the cycle every law firm experiences, confronting the fear of change while honoring the legacy of what once worked. Delegating, evolving, and redesigning your systems isn't about erasing your history. It's about integrating it. Every new process can still carry the wisdom of what once was, just restructured for where you're going. This season invites you to reflect on what deserves to stay, and what deserves to rest. The difference between stagnation and growth often comes down to courage. The courage to release, to trust, and to begin again with purpose. Your firm doesn't need a total rebirth, just a willingness to let old ghosts go. At Legacy Contracts, we help attorneys turn those transitions into structured systems that actually breathe. Because clarity isn't born from control, it's born from trust. We hope today's insight helps you practice with more calm, confidence, and clarity. Remember, law firms aren't built overnight. They're built every day you choose to grow. This is Legacy Contracts, and until next time, keep leading with clarity.